Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 108th edition of the Chronicles of Podcast. And these right here are the Chronicles of Tom Mayhew. It is I, the bearded brummy Jamie, and joining me, as always, this handsome fella right here.
It's a Scotsman Tom, and welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast. Hit it!
Hi there, you're about to enjoy the Chronicles of Tom and Jamie.
Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Mann.
Hey guys, my name's Annabelle Knight.
Hello, this is Becky Baldwin.
Hello, I'm Chesney.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is Braden from Say We Can Fly.
Hello, I'm Tom Mayhew, a stand-up comedian and writer, and this is the Chronicles of Podcast with Tom and Jamie, and it's a really good episode. Oh, you're going to have a great time, especially if you like building.
People don't jump around in fights at all.
Then again, nobody Hadoukens in real life, do they? Oh.
That's our PSA for you this week. Children, do not put your penises near beavers.
So, Jamie, I found this absolutely hilarious, right? And I remembered it from my old retail days. I love the transition to the show. It's fun. I was in Tesco a couple of days ago. I'm back on Friday because Keris was absolutely desperate to pick up Britney Spears' new book, right? The Woman in Me, which has broken Guinness World Records for the fastest selling book in 24 hours. 15 million copies in 24 hours. Unbelievable. It beat Harry Potter. Insane. Insane. Yeah. So that I'm like, well, goddamn, that's unbelievable. Anyway, I saw somebody that worked for Iceland in Tesco, okay? Which brought me back to that classic thing of, I know I shouldn't shop in here. I'm a traitor thing that everyone keeps saying, and you're like, no, you're not a traitor at all. You can shop wherever you like. It doesn't matter where you work. I love the idea of like Iceland, Asda, Morrison's police being like, one of our workers is in the store. This is unacceptable. You are fired. Could you imagine if that was a thing? Like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you?
It would swap. I remember in a manager's meeting when I worked for Morrison's, and they were going around saying, like, where do you shop? Like, the manager's meeting, asking where we shopped. And the people that didn't say Morrison's, the looks we got were like, we fucking live here, mate. We ain't coming in our days off to do our family food shopping as well. Plus, this place is expensive. Fuck you. Well,
that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't get somebody who shops in Aldi go to Waitrose, would you?
No.
Like, it's not from a point of like, ha, you've got no money, you're poor. That's from a point of tomatoes in Aldi are like 50 pence. Tomatoes in Waitrose are like £3. Like, are you ill? Are you okay? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? No, I don't want 3 when I can get them cheaper elsewhere. That makes no sense.
Plus, like I said, if I work somewhere 5 days a week, I do not want to go there on one of my days off to then do my shopping. That's my time away. Plus, you're getting stopped, especially if you work in management. You're getting stopped and asked questions like, fuck that. No, I'm not going. God, I'm so glad I'm out of retail. It just makes me angry thinking about it.
You know what, right? I would more than happily be a mindless shelf stacker because you have no responsibilities and you have to give a care in the world. But the money's diabolical. So like, I'd love to just go back and be like, I don't have to give a shit. I can just do this and go home. But still, I'm really happy in my job, thanks. I'm really happy with where I work. But yeah, I never understood that whole, I know I'm a traitor. Like, no, you're not.
You're not a traitor. We don't really care, to be honest.
As the kids now say these days, normalize shopping in other places when you work for a supermarket.
The kids say that?
Well, they say people want to normalize everything now, don't they?
I suppose, yeah.
Normalize life. I don't know. Anyway,
kids are weird.
As we also know, the clocks went back.
They did
this weekend, just gone. Jamie, why is there nothing more stressful on this earth, than having to change the timer on an oven or a microwave? Why is it the most fucking frustrating thing in the world? It's like, why are you not digital now? Why do I have to still manually change you? I don't know what this shape means and that shape means. I know that's a fan, so that turns the oven on. I know that's the temperature. Well, what the fuck's all this shit? And you have to hold this one and hold that one together, then twist and turn that. No, just make it digital.
I'm so grateful that my microwave doesn't have the time on it, and my oven is so old. I think it was built before clocks were invented. To be honest, I suppose there's not a sundial on it, so I'm quite happy. But saying that, I haven't checked the one in the car. I wonder if that needs changing, because that'll probably get done. We'll probably just wait for the next time the clocks change. We'll just remember.
Why is it so difficult to change the clock on a microwave or an oven? I mean, with the microwave, to be honest, like we just turn it off now. We don't even bother, so it's midnight every single time we turn it on. Like, yeah, cool, whatever.
Who looks at the microwave to check the time anyway? You only use it to set a time on it, so it's a countdown for that time anyway. So
I suppose before phones and watches, watches have been around for ages, but like digital watches. People, I suppose mums used to do it, didn't they? Hold on, I'll go check. Let me get to the kitchen. Hang on a second. It's 4:15.
Time to start tea.
I've just woken up. Are you sure? Have you not changed that for years?
Oh, I tripped the electrics yesterday. I forgot to change it. My bad.
Mental.
Couldn't work it out.
Yeah. This is nothing more infuriating. But it should be a very basic, very easy thing. But I swear, the oven and microwave companies do it just to piss everybody off. We'll fuck with them. We won't put it in the instruction manual. We'll just fuck with them. Or if we do, we'll just put symbols, not actually write down what you do. So, yeah.
I love that.
My final point that I want to bring up, like we say, we love to do things in threes. It feels weird otherwise. How do we measure how eager beavers are? Now, this thought came to me last night, funnily enough. I was in bed, I was just led there, and I went, eager? People always say about being an eager beaver, but how do you actually measure how eager beavers are? Do you measure it on how fast they build their dams? Do you measure it on, their hunt for wood? I don't know. Why is that so... Are you all right? Are you okay?
That's really tickled me for some reason. Plus, that's an expression I use all the time. And I don't know why, I just never really put that much thought into it. But yeah, how eager is a beaver? That's a really...
And how do you measure it? I'm really intrigued. Fucking hell. Their front, because they gnaw through trees. Gnaw through, could you imagine getting bitten by one? Ooh. Oh my God. There goes your digits, there goes your toes, there goes your penis. Absolutely, there's that literally one chomp and it's game over.
That's our PSA for you this week, children. Do not put your penises near beavers.
No, exactly.
A lesson from the Chronicles of Podcast.
Yeah, very sharp teeth. But then, do you reckon woodpeckers get fucked off with beavers? Because woodpeckers peck wood. They don't bite through it. They don't gnaw it.
Yeah.
So I reckon a woodpecker's going this has taken me years. The beaver goes, nah. And the tree's gone. They're like, I've been here for... What are you doing, Daniel? I've been here for years.
Do you reckon this ever happened where a woodpecker's going at it and the beavers at the bottom just take it down, just falls as the woodpecker's going? You're like, what the fuck? I was in the middle of something then. No, you bastard.
Yeah. I've been up here for 2 years doing this. I've only got about an inch through. But then, wouldn't it be great if woodpeckers made decor and signage for beavers' dams? If the beaver had the woodpeckers could you make our lovely home, or live, laugh, love, please, to go in our dam? It's just okay, like a chisel, this goes.
I don't know why, but the live, laugh, love thing really tickled me.
Yeah, beavers are hot on that sort of shit.
I love this show so much. I never thought when we press record we'd start talking about woodpeckers building decor for beavers' dams.
Yeah, the beaver just holds it, and it's just there. Puts live, laugh, love into the wood, then they can put it up in their dam.
Fucking phenomenal! God, I love doing this. Oh, I had a bit of a funny thought today. Well, while I was out trick or treating not long ago with the small one. Do you find it weird that people buy costumes for their kids of characters that they really, by right, shouldn't have any fucking clue who they are or what they are? But I saw a kid running. But I saw a kid running around in a Scream mask. I was thinking, that kid should not know what the fuck a screen mask is. I went to Asda with Olivia the other week, and there was a hockey mask with a knife. Obviously, Jason. I was like, that's a kid's costume. A child should not know who Jason Voorhees is.
Well, put it this way. When I was a kid, I lived in Germany at the time, and my best friend was called Timothy, and I call him Turfy because I could never say his name properly. His parents let him watch Nightmare on Elm Street, and he was 4, 5.
That.
Let's just say he used to piss the bed a lot. If you ever listen to this, Timothy, I don't know if I cannot remember for the life, but I do apologize for bringing this up. But I think a lot of parents don't really give a shit.
Possibly.
Or there are parents that explain maybe what it is, but don't actually go. I don't know if it's in the movies or whatever. It just maybe a kid thinks it looks cool. I don't know. I don't really know.
Maybe.
Like,
it's also why are the costume companies making them in the first place?
Money.
Yeah. I don't know. I just got me thinking earlier. I was like, why? Why does this exist for a small person? They shouldn't know what this is. It's not aimed at them. Very weird.
I'm not throwing shade at parents who let their kid you do whatever you want with your children. That's entirely up to you. That's your prerogative, as it were.
Going back to Brittany.
But it's just yeah. I never judge in any way, shape, or form. But obviously, I feel there are lines that should be drawn in that sort of thing. It's like be a bit more sensible about it rather than who gives a shit.
Yeah, but I get the witches, the Frankensteins, and all that stuff. They're scary characters, but yeah, when it comes to movies and stuff, it feels a bit weird to me.
You've also got to think that like Minecraft's got zombies in it, hasn't it?
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So I suppose in a way it's like watered down. I don't know. I'm probably talking massively out of my ass, and if anyone's offended by anything I've said, I do apologise. I'm sure it'll be fine. But yeah, it was. I think they've obviously watered a lot of stuff down now. So especially with technology, like kids can find anything now. So they put if the parents haven't been the course, they've obviously just found it themselves. So yeah, that'd be my assumption there, Mr. Westwood. I thought still. Anyway, how are you?
I'm pretty shit, to be honest, mate. I've been better. Let's just say I've been better. I'm still in a lot of pain, but here we are. We just.
But are you bringing this upon yourself? Because I know what you're like. So
no, I'm not bringing it upon myself. I'm doing my best to rest and do whatever I'm doing. All my stretches and icing and everything the hospital told me to do, and taking my boatload of medication, and I'm off work and all this sort of stuff. It's just. Yeah, it doesn't help that I was told the completely wrong fucking information for the first week of my recovery, but there we are. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Just in a lot of pain. But what can I say? Yay. How about you? How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Absolutely fine. There's not really a lot. Yeah, all right. It's been a very quiet one, so nothing to really write home about or scream or shout about or anything like that. I saw Billy Connolly's got a new book out, so I haven't even read the fucking first one yet, but I picked that up as well. I'm one of those people that because I love reading, but I always struggle to find time to read because I don't give myself time to read because all I want to do is just watch wrestling all the time. So or the NFL. That's my problem though. So I've bought like fucking loads of books, and I've not read any of them yet.
I've got about 5 or 6 books waiting to be read. Yeah,
but I think I love hardback. I can't really do a paperback. I love hardback books, and obviously once they're gone, and they turn to paperback. So it's like I like to grab them and get them, and then have them, and then go, well, I'll get to it at some point. Because Ice Nine Kills have released a Silver Scream in a hardback. I'm like, oh my god, I need to get it before. Yeah, they've done a horror book, and the second comic is out now as well. The second graphic novel. I can't fucking keep up anymore. Instead of starting to hit that age where it's like normally you'd be like, oh yeah, this album's out, this, and this, and now I'm like, wait, what they released now? What's going on? Who's got that? Whose is this? This is great. Oh, it came out 2 years ago. Wait, what?
Yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard to keep it. People release fucking everything. Especially nowadays, people like the music industry, there is no fucking money in it. So all bands are going, let's release as much merchandise and stuff as possible. So then you're just like, I want that. That's really cool. Yeah, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. So yeah, I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I haven't been sleeping very well, which is weird, but I don't know if I'm coming down with something. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I keep having nightmares, which is weird. I had the worst one, which I talked about nightmares last week, and I've been having more. And I had one where Tom Stade was in it weirdly. He was performing, and then I was being chased by something, so I had to go on a slide, but you had to go on the slide at a random time, because if you went down at the wrong time, you got stuck in an inflatable box that you couldn't get out of.
That's a really fucking weird dream.
It was weird, and like it kept inflating, so obviously it got smaller and smaller, and I was just trying to get back up the slide again, but obviously there's no way out, and it made me feel fucking horrific. So I woke up in sweats. It was well weird. Fuck knows what Tom Stade was there. It was so weird. Like he was just performing, but I was trying to escape. I had no idea what I was trying to escape either. I have no idea what was chasing me. It was weird as fuck. So yeah, there was another one as well with kerosene, but I can't remember that one. Which made me bolt awake as well. So it's just odd. It's just really odd. I don't know what. I'm not eating cheese before bed. I'm not eating. It's like weird how that's the thing though. Oh, if you eat cheese before bed, it makes you have nightmares. Does it?
Does it really?
Do cows have them all the time then? Obviously it's milk and they chill.
I know. Yeah, I've never understood that. Look, the good old housewives' tales of eating cheese before bed gives you nightmares. Oh, you sit too close to TV, you get square eyes. Fucking all those other ones.
Eat too many chocolate biscuits, you turn into a chocolate biscuit.
Oh,
anyway, I used to believe that. I used to believe the seeds one. If you ate seeds, it would grow in your stomach.
Oh yeah,
thanks, Dad.
Apple course. Yeah,
really appreciate it. Yeah, cheers, Dad. Really appreciate it. And watermelon. Yeah, thanks so much for that. What have you been up to, my friend? Anyway, what's been going on other than your fucked body?
Mostly just my fucked body, to be honest. Now I've been using my time. I've been playing around with my 3D printer a bit more while I've been off. Just been learning how to use it a bit more. Been sitting around doing a not fat lot, so I've been learning how to use that. Massive thanks to Max, who's been helping me sort that out. Who's the guy I brought the printer off. We did a fantastic interview last night, which was absolutely unreal. Really enjoyed that one for you all to check out. Before we went on here, we took the kid trick-or-treating, so we've got a bucket full of sweets ready to steal off her when she's in bed. And yeah, I went back to Ain, as I mentioned earlier, about the bad advice I got for the first week of my recovery. I went back to A&E the other day because I just was in so much pain still. And I now have an official diagnosis. I have acute trapezius muscle damage, which apparently I'm 3 weeks in. If it gets to 6 weeks, it's chronic trapezius muscle damage. So hopefully that will get sorted within the next few weeks, because I don't want it to be chronic. That sounds bad.
So just if you don't mind talking about it, so where did you go originally for said incorrect news?
A&E. Just the guy that saw me just didn't look at me properly at all. Like when I spoke to the nurse or doctor this time, she was just like, yeah, no, completely wrong. Let's wipe all of that. It's
really bad. You can report that, surely.
I don't know, because I don't know how severe it was. It wasn't a severe thing, so probably won't get anything from it. But the medication.
I'm not talking getting anything from it. I'm talking about misdiagnosed people in the future.
But yeah, it was they gave me codeine for painkillers, and Becky was looking through the side effects, and she was like, you've got that one, that one, that one, that one. Apart from internal bleeding, you seem to have them all, so that's good. So me and codeine don't get along. And yeah, just the painkillers I was on about last week, the muscle relaxers, yeah, they didn't agree with me. So and then the doctor who I spoke to this time was like, I have no idea why he's giving you those. You don't need them. I was like, dark sense of humor, this previous doctor I saw clearly. Just wanted me to shove things up my rectum for no fucking reason.
He probably just really hates you working in the hospital. I don't know. Yeah.
He's probably like, I was about to go for my break, but now I've got to deal with you. So do you know what, mate? I'm giving you stuff to stick up your ass. Fuck you.
I know it's a really fuck with you.
But no, it's fine. I'll be all right. He signed me off work for another 2 weeks because of some medication I'm on, and I've constantly need to like do these weird stretches that hurt like fuck, and I've got to ice my neck and my shoulder and my arm, and I kind of had to do that while I'm at work, so they signed me off to do that. So yeah. Lots of resting time at home. But that is literally all I've done because in fact, lot I can do. What about you, my friend? What have you been up to?
You not been to see your kids?
No, I'm going in a couple of days. I've kind of tried to leave it as long as possible because of traveling and stuff like that.
Okay, just traveling. Affects the shoulder.
Sitting on the train and stuff like that, and the jolting and but going in the car is the most painful experience because like every time I turn the corner or like go over a speed bump, like just doing that and really fucking hurt. Just demonstrating, like going in the car hurts like shit. So train tracks is going to hurt like balls. So I kind of want as much of this medication through me to try and make life a bit easier as possible.
Okay, interesting. There we are.
Plus, I wasn't supposed to be off till the end of the week to see them anyway. So with my days off for what should have been my days off if I was in work. So
yeah, no, fair, dude, fair. I'll be really honest. I've done fuck all. I watched the Rugby World Cup final. It was all right. It was all right.
I didn't realise the final had happened.
The final was on Saturday, just gone. It was okay. Watching the NFL, like nothing's really been going off, to be honest with you. It's just been a lot of relaxing. I introduced the movie This Is England to Keris. What a film. She found it really heavy. And she related a little bit as well. And I was a bit like, oh. So I wanted to watch the series because the series is even better.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't know if I can stomach it right now. Can we like wait? And I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. But fuck me. Like Shane Meadows, what a legend. Have you seen Dead Man's Shoes?
I've heard of it, but never seen it.
With Paddy Considine. Oh, it's another Shane Meadows movie. Dude, you are missing out. You need to watch it. 100% need to watch it. So just trust me, all right? You need to. Again, it's quite harrowing and like, fuck, but it's so good. It's only an hour and 25 minutes. Like, it's not very long.
I've got 2 weeks off work. I'm sure I can find some time.
Like, trust me, it's fucking superb, as you'd say. So we did that. And not a whole ass of a lot's really going on, boys, to be quite honest. I'm session with Braden tonight, so I'm looking forward to doing that. Like you said, we interviewed last night with the lovely lads from Fangs Out, which will be out next week. That was great. Congratulations on your 2,000 trees announcement today, as we record this on Halloween. The thing with Halloween, though, Jay, is don't you think it's a bit like trick-or-treating's a bit outdated now? With the way that like people don't really want people knocking on doors anymore, that sort of thing, don't they? Because I found a lot of people always like, I've got loads of sweets in, but no one's knocking. I spoke to Matt earlier and he was like, I bought loads of sweets, but no one's knocking on my door.
It's not that many kids. I've always had the rule with Olivia, unless people have got pumpkins or decorations on the house, don't go there. Because people, obviously, they're not into it. They don't want, people, obviously, not everyone wants strangers knocking at the door. Sometimes it's old people. Sometimes it's people with mental health issues who really don't want people knocking on the door. Could be any reason. So unless it's clearly we're in for Halloween, come get some fucking sweets, we don't go to people's houses. There was more this year than there was last year. There's more houses lit up and decorated this year than there was last. Last year we struggled. Like we'd go like down a whole road and nothing. But this year there was quite a few. Possibly. But this year there was quite a few more out.
The thing is, though, if it was postcode lottery, you'd be livid, wouldn't you? If people knock at the door and it's postcode lottery, you don't answer it, and it's fucking 200 grand in that envelope, you'd be raging.
Or if it was the 90s and they were trying to sell you Daz. Remember that Daz doorstep challenge? I don't know why.
Was that Jeremy Beadle that did that? Who did that advert?
I don't think it was Jeremy Beadle, but he did look like him. I can't remember his name. I can't remember. I'll put a clip in so people can remember, but I can't think of his name.
Would you show your whites to the rest of Britain? The Daz Doorstep Challenge is here to ask just that.
It's going to bug me.
Nice. This randomly came up, but yeah, sort of like, someone's knocking at the door, better be fucking Halloweeners, like, trick-or-treaters, like, fuck that shit. Like, somebody's ringing the bell, fuck off! Maybe we should swiftly move on to your favourite segment. But before we do,
yes,
we should hear from Braden at Stay Cozy Clothing.
Oh, yes, we definitely should.
All right, is this thing on? Well, howdy doody, everybody. This is Braden Berry from Say We Can Fly, founder of Stay Cozy Clothing, your one-stop shop for the coziest, most fashionable hoodies, t-shirts, and more. Gosh, Mickey.
That's right, folks. And we're proud to say that we are now sponsoring
the Chronicles of Podcast. Ouch.
Hosted by Tom and Jamie.
Like, you can get 10% off, man! That's right, Shaggy! Just use the special code, The Chronicles, at checkout.
Oh, boys!
I've said it once, and I've said it thrice, and I've said it splice. Best advert ever.
Absolutely.
Simple
Best
as
advert
that.
ever.
Simple as that. But Jamie,
Yes, sir.
it's now time for your favourite segment of the week.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Staff Count Treachings.
Do you want to know something? Callum will be able to tell you in Callum's Treachings.
Is cereal soup?
Ooh.
I've got fucking post-it lottery stuck in my head now. Anyway, I'm just like talking, and in my head I'm going, someone's knocking at the door. I'm like, fuck off.
Knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Callum's here to treat you.
Welcome to another edition of Callum's Treachings. He is here to treat the world, the nation, the universe. I got that the wrong way around, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, so, Jamie, let's begin. What is Callum treating us this week?
Most gyms survive on memberships of people who never even come to the gym.
Guilty as charged.
Now, before we actually get into that, I kind of feel that's a little bit of a plug, don't you, Jamie Westwood?
I was going to say, we were going to plug this afterwards, but he sort of opened it up for us there, didn't he?
Yeah. For those that are unaware, Callum has just started a podcast called That Gym Couple with his other half, Lucy. And that was gym related, so I feel like he's like just trying to sneak that into the treat sheet to go, we'll get them talking about it early. We will plug it afterwards, but I'm not one of those people. But that is so true. And that's why I will never go to a gym in January. Because it's full of, new year, new me. Fuck off. No. Stop that. Why do people need months or days to then start changing their life? It's like, Movember, let's start raising money for growing mustaches. Well, I do it 365 days a year, as do you. So can we just not just give money anyway? Do it. I don't know if it's like a marketing ploy. Obviously, the charities are really fucking important, and it's a massive important thing, but that charity doesn't just exist for November.
No,
Pride Month isn't just June. Do you know what I mean? Surely you should support the LGBTQ community every day. We don't need. It's great they've got a month to celebrate it, but you should be celebrating it all the time.
Yeah, I don't get it either. No, I absolutely don't get it. But especially that January, absolutely right. I've joined a gym in January before, and it is chaos. But I started a gym membership, and then about 3 weeks into it, I was like, I cannot find time to go, so I just cancelled it. I weren't going to keep it going under the trying to convince myself, no, you'll go eventually. You will go eventually. No, I know myself. I'm not going to go, but I can guarantee. In fact, I know people that have gym memberships and never fucking use it.
So, like I said, they've got a gym membership, but I like working on my lats and my glutes and my deltoids. Where are they? The treadmill. So
today's leg day while I walk in the complete fucking opposite direction to the gym.
So absolutely nuts.
That is interesting though. Thinking that, because I obviously thinking that if you looked at a gym's books, like the amount of people that've got booked on their system, how many people have memberships and don't use them? I'm intrigued on the percentage. It's got to be a good fair chunk. I'm intrigued now.
You reckon it's over half? It can't be over half, surely.
I mean, not over, but it's got to be close. I reckon it's got to be close.
Anyway, let's maneuver. Let's swiftly move on to the next one. JB, what is Callum treating us this week?
Contrary to video games, people don't jump around in fights at all.
I suppose like you're tackling your Street Fighters, you always jump to avoid. Yeah. Because you imagine people do it in real life. Then again, nobody Hadoukens in real life, do they?
Oh, they should. That'd be
or has
amazing.
insanely long limbs, or has a sword, or any of that stuff. So,
imagine that you're in a pub and a fight breaks out, and someone's just suddenly Hadouken across the room. It'd be amazing. I'd actually be interested in fights if that happened.
No, I wouldn't be. I'd be like, how the fuck did you do that? Like, yeah. So I just.
Are you talking to my bird? Yeah. Get over here. Oh, it'd be amazing.
It'd be interesting to see if, like, because obviously Mortal Kombat now has got the slow. So when you do like a really powerful move, it's got that slow thing which shows you the bones breaking, and that sort of thing. So it'd be cool if like life became like that. You'd be like, you know, as you say, you look at my girl, get over here, and punch him, and then next goes like, yeah. I love that idea of people being like, "You fucking what, mate? You fucking what?" Just like jumping up and down, like, "Come on, then." It's like jump up and down to avoid being hit because they're so fucked.
I remember that thing in like Tekken and Street Fighter where you basically just sit on the floor and just kick to stop people getting anywhere near you. Instead of fighting, you just lie on the floor and kick your legs in the air.
Crouch and punch. That'd be so funny. I've really enjoyed, I don't know why, really enjoyed videos of like twats picking on people, not realizing they're like ex-UFC fighters or ex-boxers or whatever. And they're like, yeah, they are amazing. And they're just like, they're being totally cool and calm and collected. They're like, fucking God. And it's just like, bang. Right, I'll see you later. Yawn. Anyway, next. I'd love to have that ability. Not to, obviously, I don't want to hurt. But I mean, it's like, if that ever happened in the future, like I was walking to the shop earlier, and obviously with it being Halloween, this girl had like a panda head on, a massive panda head with blood all over it, and she died, was just like waving at me. And I just walked right on by, and she kept waving into my face, and I just kept walking on by, like, I'm not interested. Thank you very much. Newport.
There's a reason you're extinct. Fuck off.
Shithole. Anyway, but yeah, I just love the idea. Even in like boxing matches or wrestling matches or whatever, actual UFC fights, and they're like, it's such a that'd be so funny. Or like jumping into each other. You know how like people walk in games that they run into walls? If they're just doing that.
Even better if they went as far as Mario's, like you knock someone over and just start jumping on the head. Bing, bing, bing.
It'd be great if they're not. That'd be great, wouldn't it, if that was a noise?
Hold on a sec, just going to eat a mushroom.
If life had real life sound effects, that'd be fucking amazing.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
It'd be great. Anyway, and finally, Jamie, what else is Callum treating us this week?
Your collection will likely be a burden for the person who has to deal with all your stuff after your death.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be horrific to clear out after for, like, with the amount of shit that you have.
Bad. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I got rid of a lot of shit, to be honest. Most of it.
Is there stuff in your attic? There's a kiss stuff in your attic.
There is a lot of kiss stuff. Yeah, but I'm not worried about that because I know Lena will just go mine. So I'm not worried about that.
You should totally sell some stuff, especially if it's still packaged and that sort of thing.
Yeah, there isn't. I had a look, to be fair, not that long ago, if anything was worth anything. Because it's just in storage and there's really much worth much up there. So it's more sentimental.
I mean, I got rid of everything. Like I said, the only thing I've got now is books. That's it. So, like all my vinyl, I've sold at least half of it now. Loads of that's going because I just never fucking listen to it. It's that thing, is you get like obsessed with one thing, don't you, for a while, and you're like, oh my God, I must have everything ever. And then after a while you go, I don't even use this. Like, why is this even here? So yeah. I
get it. So I keep getting asked now, it's around that time a year now, but like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, nothing. It's literally nothing I want. And the things I do want are expensive and I don't expect anyone to buy them for me, so no idea.
No idea. Because I've had that problem.
You don't collect things or do, like I said, no one really buys DVDs anymore. It's just like
no. No. Mind you, with the rate that of these fucking streaming sites that are coming out and the rate that the prices are going up, I'd be amazed actually if people start blowing the dust off the old DVD player.
It wouldn't surprise me, to be fair.
Like, it's absolutely crazy. So crazy. But still, Callum, thank you once again for some absolutely superb treachings. The only thing is I have to follow it.
You do. But before you do follow it, we did hint then a moment ago about Callum and his podcast. Probably should give it a proper little plug. But so Callum and his partner Lucy, they're starting a new podcast, That Gym Couple. I think you can guess what it's about, really, can't you? It's all about going to the gym, fitness, reaching your goals. But find them on Instagram at That Gym Couple Podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast from. There's a little teaser out now. And obviously the first episode will be coming soon. So you see Callum every single bloody week on this show. So go listen to him every single week on his own show.
Congratulations, guys. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Absolutely.
But I do have to follow this. Jamie, Sam Tom's Journal.
Ooh.
And welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Lovely. So, welcome to another edition of Tom's Journal. Jamie, I tried to save some money by getting Halloween candy at Aldi. So I really hope the kids like Twix, Skittles, and Four Musketeers.
Hold on, Four Musketeers?
There's three, and they fucking idiot.
Oh, sorry. Yep, that threw me off for a minute. Yep, got you now. Sorry, that really threw me off. I was trying to relate it to chocolate, got confused. Ignore me.
There we are.
Broken brain as well as naked.
I've lived next to this guy, right, for the last 3 years. I thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve in my phone. I've been to his apartment and we've had dinner. His name's fucking Brian. His dog's called Steve. Oh, fucking amazing. As much as I hate people, some people are fucking great.
Oh, that's amazing. A fair play to Brian for playing along. Fair play.
100%. I've done it as well. When I used to work in William Hill years ago, I was calling somebody Karen, and she didn't correct me for a year and a half. And she went, Tom, my name's not Karen. My name's Carol. Like, oh. And you waited a year and a half to correct me?
That's an easy mix-up, though, to be fair. That could just be misheard, but Brian and Steve, that's fucking impressive.
That is really great. I'm going to send you this photo for this bit, but okay. Dexter's Laboratory.
Great show.
How the fuck did his parents not know about his secret lab? That electricity bill must have been higher than Wiz Khalifa. Right? Nuts. I think I've just killed Jamie for anyone that's wondering why there's so much dead air right now.
I'm in so much pain, but I said I'm laughing. Fuck. It was the higher than Wiz Khalifa bit.
I have a feeling that this is going to continue your pain right now.
Oh, God.
A scientist cradles a Scotch egg in his hands. A tiny fist breaks through the crumbs. A Scotsman hatches. Jurassic Park theme swells on bagpipes.
Please, someone make that. Like, I need to see that as a thing. I don't know how, but I need to see it.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
I just want to hear the Jurassic Park theme on a bagpipes.
That'd be amazing.
I know I'm looking for as soon as I get off it.
So, Jamie, did you know, right, that if you put a wooden spoon on your pot whilst it's boiling, The pot spoon water will spill water pot. The boiling pot water steam spoon wood.
My brain. That was too much.
The whole point is that it made no fucking sense.
I know.
That was okay. Good.
It was just me trying to play catch up and actually like carry on with what you were saying. Like, I'm lost, fuck, confused, pot, kettle, wood, spoon.
Look, so not to be a Halloween Scrooge, but I don't like that everyone uses stencils to carve their pumpkins now. Jack-o'-lanterns are supposed to be extremely unimpressive. You should have a vision in your head and then not be able to execute it at all. That's what Halloween's all about.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. It's fair, yeah. It's been a long time. So people do use a lot of stencils now, don't they? Even I used a stencil this year. Next year, I'm just going to make my own up. Go back to tradition.
I don't even fucking bother.
No,
so
you don't.
My family has just learned that Grandpa's got an addiction to Viagra. No one's fucking taking it harder than Grandma.
Fuck's sake. Ding, 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 ding! This week's stupid entry.
Boss, what are you doing? Me. Oh, I'm watching a video on how to effectively deal with co-workers. Boss, but that's kickboxing. Me. Exactly.
Just said it was a video of Tekken.
It's a lot of jumping.
Just like jumping back and forth. Why have you got a tiger mask on?
First day as a vampire hunter. Oh, this shit's easy. First night as a vampire hunter. Ah, fuck.
That might have been even fucking stupider than Grandpa and the Viagra.
That's one of my favourite ones. I loved it.
Brilliant.
Oh. And finally, and this was actually put up by former guest Alan Hudson. This made me laugh so much. But it's so true because I find that certain phrases are really starting to annoy me too. So, phrases that need to retire forever. 1, I did a thing. Fucking hate that shit. 2, adulting. Get in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3, I'm not crying, you're crying. 4, I'm just going to leave this here.
Yeah.
5, this. 6, so that happened. 7, my person. 8,
yeah. Oh.
Yeah. 8, fur baby.
Yeah.
9, all of the feels.
Yeah.
And 10, the struggle is real. To which he added his own, number 11, no pressure then.
Oh.
And that was another edition of Tom's Journal.
God, we're old. But yeah, they all need to just retire now. Bye-bye.
What annoy me even more is like, I did an art. I did a bake. Can we just be like normal humans now, please? Can we just be like, yeah, that does my fucking head in. Anyway, sorry. That's this very, very cynical 36-year-old sat right here like, oh, back in my day, we didn't do a thing.
It's about getting into schools and talking to young people because, you know, I know that people can change. And it's about talking to people and getting them to understand and perhaps step back from violence and prejudice and whatever. And we just need to work together and keep on the good fight there.
Absolutely. Hey there, guys. We are ecstatically happy to announce that we are associated with the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
The times are changing, and with the unfortunate death of Sophie, those changes have made a massive impact for the future. If Sophie was with us still today, I can guarantee what you are doing will still be reaching so many lives of young teenagers, young adults, and those who wish to be as different as possible. So thank you very much.
To find out more about this incredible foundation and all the work they do, and more importantly, how you can help, head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com.
Mama, 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 Mr. Stevens.
Jamie, 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 Jamie.
It's audience participation time.
Participate, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to participate in Jamie's participation challenge.
I really want someone to put a compilation of these together. Anyway, this week I said icebreaker questions. They're always the same, so let's turn one of them on its head. This week we ask, instead of your favourite song, what's a song you absolutely can't stand and you just have to turn it off as soon as you hear it? And I don't want to insult people's bands or people's music tastes here, because everyone's entitled to their opinions, but everyone's got that song that they just... Everyone's got one.
I mean, from my perspective, there's one I can't listen to because it was my parents' first dance song, like at all, which is Jennifer Rush, The Power of Love. I can't listen to that at all in any way, shape or form ever. So if shops play it, if whatever, I have to walk out. I can't do it. That's from an emotional and a personal standpoint. From a me standpoint, just in general, anything by Coldplay.
I've had that quite a few times in this.
And I know that Matt, who makes our music, is one of my best friends, used to work for the drummer.
Yes, he did. Yes.
So yeah, but still, I just don't like them, and it's not because I think it's cool to not like them. I just genuinely don't like them, which is fine.
I loved their first album. I really enjoyed their first album when it first came out, and then after that, they just needed to go away. Yeah, not for me anymore.
I get why people like it though. I get why people like it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. It's just why I was saying it. I don't want this to be a slagging people's bands off, because everyone likes what they like. But
it's like those people that slag Nickelback off and then think you're weird for liking them. You're like, no, I genuinely love Nickelback, and that's fine. I'm allowed to do that. So on your way.
On your way. They're a fucking great band. Let's get some audience answers. Former guest Hannah Hawkey from Rockfitch says, "Moves Like Jagger" by Maroon 5. Pure hatred for that song. Today, yeah, it's quite annoying after a while. That's one of those ones. I have a certain category of songs that I've heard so many times I could quite happily never hear again. That is easily in that category. And there's songs I like in that category. That's one of them. Jerry Keane says, "Top Loaders, Dancing in the Moonlight." What's wrong with Dancing in the Moonlight, Jerry? Come on. It's a tune. Dancing in the Moonlight. Anyway.
But again, people are allowed to not like what they don't like. You know what
Exactly.
I mean? It'd be boring as fuck if everyone liked the same shit, wouldn't it?
Exactly. Alan Carr, "Sex on Fire" by Kings of Leon. It came out the month I went to uni, and people would constantly put it on the jukebox in the bar. Yeah,
I can imagine there's another one that's going to be in there as well.
Yeah, there's a couple. Which one is next? And Josh Clark. This comes up twice, but the first time this is mentioned, Josh Clark, "Mr. Brightside" by The Killers. Yeah. I feel like it's some sort of inside joke that I'm not part of to enjoy this song. I agree. I don't get it. Do not get why people love
what
the song.
What I loved is when they did Song of the Decade, that was second. It was not top.
Really? What was top?
Chasing Cars.
Really?
Which is a fucking tune.
That's a great song,
that song. Yeah, that was number one for the most listened to downloaded song of the 2000s, 2010s was Chasing Cars.
there, but I just don't get why everyone loves Mr. Brightside so much. I'm not even putting it down.
Yeah,
it's not a bad song. I just don't get why it's so loved.
It's so overplayed. It's just so because it's catchy, isn't it? And it's so overplayed. When it first came out, when MTV2 first aired it, I went, "Fuck me, I hate indie music," and I was like, "That's amazing." But then obviously everybody else went, "Oh my god!" And it became like a club anthem, and now it's like, "Oh god, I can't listen to this anymore."
Yeah. Again, like you're saying, it's one of those songs that's just so fucking overplayed. Lara Organ, which is my son Harrison's other half, says, "I'm a Bee by the Black Eyed Peas because your son plays it over and over and over again." Or anything by Michael Jackson because your son plays it over and over and over again just to get on my nerves. So proud of my boy right now. He's such a fucking wind-up merchant. Tiffany Barrow says, "Black Eyed Peas, Meet Me Halfway. It was a new song in 2009 when I met my daughter's dad. Listened to it when we were together, and now it literally makes me feel sick every time I hear it." Yeah, I imagine there's quite a lot of those ones out in the world as well. Michael Golden with an answer I feel we're going to hear a lot in the next couple of months. All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Oh god, yeah, that's in there. Any Christmas music is in there as well.
She's defrosting as we speak.
And tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, everything tomorrow, yeah. Matt Rose, Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I hate it with a passion. Overplayed so many multiple times a night when I was younger, and now I hate it so much. It is genuinely awful to my ears. Not a song I expected to hear, but fair. And speaking of Nirvana, Adam Lancaster, our friend from the Sophie Lancaster. "I don't really care enough to hate any song, but this is pretty shit, isn't it?" And tagged Puddle of Mud's cover of About a Girl. That is painful, to be fair. That is so painful. Dina Payne, she's joining you, Mr. Stevens. Pick any Coldplay song. Any Coldplay song will do. Just DJ Gove, another one which quite surprised me. Tainted Love, worst song ever.
He's not wrong.
Oh, a particular version or just any version?
No, it's any version.
Any version, fair. Oh god, so many great answers to this one. Rosie Rowlands, Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up. My son takes every opportunity to rickroll me, knowing how much I hate that song. I hate it more than I hate All I Want for Christmas by Mariah Carey, and that drives me mad. I don't know where rickrolling came from, but it's quite great, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's one of those things that I actually love that this stupid came out this day and age. Gray and Arnold, this one I found interesting. I genuinely hate hearing or feeling compelled to sing the Happy Birthday song.
I suppose because it's almost like you have to, don't you? You can't not. So I suppose in a way it makes sense because especially if you're at somebody's like birthday and you don't really know them that well because you were someone's +1 maybe or whatever, and you're like, I don't really know you, but and it feels quite awkward, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I understand.
Eric Hunt, Monday by the Mamas and Papas is like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. I get that.
No idea what it is.
Monday. That's literally all I know. I couldn't tell you any more from it. I just know that bit.
Oh, well, yeah, because that nailed it. That nailed it.
I know, right? Yeah.
I have.
Spot on. We mentioned it earlier and someone else brought it up. I'm going to have to mention it again. Kay Gill, Mr. Brightside by the Killers. I worked in pubs for a good few years and this song was completely overplayed and totally murdered by crowds of intoxicated people who thought they could hold a note while screaming at the top of their lungs. I wasn't a huge fan of the song before, but when I hear it now, it just goes right through me. Yeah, fair. Kirsty Darby, that stupid Dance Monkey song. I'd rather burn my ears off than listen to that song. That's the hatred for him to burn your ears. Nicola Westerberg. This one's a bit. Anything by Lost Prophets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
it pains me to say it, but I get it. Completely get it. especially after our conversation with Sean Smith, it pains me more to say it. Well, I get it. Completely get it. I'm going to give you a couple more. Sorry, 3 more. Chris Pullen. Delight, groove is in the heart. It makes my teeth itch and sets off a serious bout of Tourette's, which never manifests itself at any other time in my life. I really want to play this song around him. I just want to hear how he reacts. Last 2. It was a toss-up over which one to put last here, but I went with this as my second to last. Donna Stevens, because this just shows how much a boy can be like his father. Any song that I have to listen to with Tom's dad, because he changes the lyrics to them all and ruins them all, to which your dad goes, not wrong with that.
Nope. Not wrong with that at all.
I read that and I was just like, now we know where he gets it from. Last but not least, it's Mally Malpass. Of course it is. November Rain by Guns N' Roses. I have to cancel all my plans for 2 weeks to listen to it because it's just so unnecessarily long. Last time I put it on, I missed my daughter's 10th birthday party. She was 2 when I pressed play.
Put that in your stand-up, Mally.
Absolutely.
The thing is, though, right, that song has my favourite guitar solo ever in it. So
Really?
I listened to it just for the guitar solo.
Fair.
Just the bit where he's got to stand outside that tiny church with his hair blowing in the wind. So that solo is just, every time I hear it, it just makes me go like, fuck, this is so good. I don't know why.
Great.
It just does.
It is
The song's all right, but that solo is just, I could listen to it over and over again. That's just a solo, though. But the build-up's great. Yeah, but put that in your stand-up because that was fucking brilliant. And I'm looking forward to seeing that in a couple of weeks. So, yeah. Sorry, Joe.
That was it for this week. I really enjoyed this week's answers. Very much so.
Yeah, thank you to everybody once again for the 108th time for participating in Jamie's challenge. We really appreciate it. And if you enjoy Jamie's participation challenge, Tom's journal, Callum's Treachings, the interview, and the absolute fucking who gives a fucking wank shit that we talk at the beginning, then you'll enjoy the other 107 editions of the Chronicles of Podcast. That's wherever you get your podcast from, whether that be Spotify, Google, Apple, etc., etc. Come and find us on YouTube. That's where most of our wheelings and dealings happen. At the Chronicles of Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's the most important thing you could ever do. Subscribing is the biggest, most important thing that you need to do out of all this spiel I'm about to give you. Hit the bell to get notified when new videos are released and comment to your heart's content. On our YouTube, you can find all of our shows, all of our interviews, all of our hashtag WBW Way Back Wednesdays, which are all our interviews from previous channels. Excuse me, all of our 2003 2000 Trees interviews, all of our 2002 and 2023 2000 Trees interviews. It's because I say 2000 Trees, so it throws me every time. And our 2022 and 2023 Bloodstock interviews, our Bloodstock vlog from 2022 and now 2023 are available on there for you to watch and enjoy. Please go and check them out. Please share the new one as well. That would be graciously appreciated. And our Dublin Crust vlog is on there as well for you all to enjoy. Please come and get as much of the Chronicles of Podcast in your face as you physically possibly can. It would mean everything. So thank you very much. You can also find us on Facebook at the Chronicles of Podcast. So make sure you like and share, comment to your heart's content, send gifts, whatever you want to do with that. But getting stuck with the numbers, I've now forgotten, Jamie. Where else could you find us?
You can find us going and subscribing to Tom Mayhew on YouTube as well. So you can check out all his incredible stand-up comedy and his podcast, especially if you really like playing pool.
Snooker.
One of the two.
Yeah, definitely playing snooker. It's not a pool podcast, it's a snooker podcast. You could do that or find us on our X/Twitter at TCO Pod, whatever they fucking call it these days. And whilst you're subscribing to Tom Mayhew on YouTube to check out his stand-up and his snooker podcast, and on our Twitter/X, where else can you find us?
You can find us subscribing to Callum's new podcast as well, because why not go support everyone else? We've got so many friends. Go support them all, people.
Absolutely. And on our Instagram at TCO Pod. Come find us on TikTok at TCO Pod, on LinkedIn at the Chronicles of Podcast. Make sure you connect us on there. And come on down to our beautifully sexy and brand spankingly wonderful, gorgeous little website at www.thechroniclesofpodcast.com. That'll be absolutely amazing. You can find out all about us on there. All of our shows and episodes are on there. All of our affiliations and sponsors are on there. And our dainty little shop. It'd be wonderful if you get some of your own TCO Pod merch. It'd be graciously appreciated. So I'll run it down for you now. That is at the Chronicles of Podcast on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And at TCO Pod on all social media. It would mean everything. And now I'm going to pass you over to my co-host, if that's okay with you.
Before we get out of here, let's say a massive thank you to a few of our friends. Every single piece of music you hear on this show is brought to you by one man. And that one man's name is Mr. Singer-Songwriter Matt Roberts. Go check him out on all social medias at Matt Roberts Music. Make sure you're following him on all the socials. Make sure you're following him on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your music from. Go check out all of his wonderful music, whether it be our wonderful theme song, Once in a Lifetime, or his latest single, Rat Race. Go check them all out. They are all fantastic. He's got an incredible back catalogue. We cannot recommend them to you enough. And, of course, you have to say a massive thank you to Mr. Braden Barry and his Stay Cozy Clothing. Head on over to www.staycozyclothing.com or download the smartphone app. Take a look on there. See whatever you like the look of. It could be that T-shirt that Mr. Stevens is wearing right there. It could be that hat that adorns his beautiful head. It could be anything. It could even be a vinyl copy of the Say We Can Fly record, Beneath the Roses, one of our albums of the year. Absolutely phenomenal. Go add whatever you like the look of to your basket and then add in that little discount code, The Chronicles, and get yourself 10% off your order. And of course, don't just follow Braden and his Stay Cozy Clothing. Go check out all of his music at Say We Can Fly, as I just said, and go make sure you're following Farlight Movie on all social medias. Farlight is looking phenomenal from what we've seen so far. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. So make sure you're keeping up with all the updates and all the events that's going on with Farlight and how you can be involved in the project as well. And last but not least, we have to say a massive thank you to the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are stamping out prejudice, hatred and intolerance everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean everywhere. As we have been plugging away our Bloodstock vlog, there's one thing we realised. We talked to people from many different parts of the world, and all of them said the same thing, that they've been treated differently because of the music they listen to, the way they dress, the way they decided to present themselves, whatever it may be. All of them have suffered that exact same thing. Last week, I gave you a brief rundown of the hate crime survey results that were published last week. One thing I'm going to repeat, and I'm going to put out there, 80% of the participants of that survey experienced at least one form of hate crime, based simply because, you name it, the music they listen to, the way they dress, the way they choose to express themselves. It is about time this came to an end. The best thing you can do is head on over to www.sophielancasterfoundation.com, share Sophie's story out there with the world, and make sure people know all about it and what they can do to possibly help. A massive thank you to anyone that went and supported the foundation at the Whitby Goth Festival this weekend. As always, a fantastic turnout for the guys there. It was beautiful to see the picture on social media of Sophie's bench with a brand new reef that's put there every single year. Like I say, please go check out our vlog. It means the absolute world, and do whatever you can to support this incredible foundation. And last but not least, a massive thank you to my wonderful co-host over here.
Thanks, mate. And I second everything Jamie just said. Jamie, another episode in the bank.
In the bank, baby.
Absolutely excellent. Love doing this every single week. It's a joy and a pleasure, as always. But as for this week, we will see you all next week for the Chronicles of Fangs Out.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.